Hi guys, it's Sherry from How to Eat an Elephant, December 23rd, 2023. Yes, I got it again. I wanted to do a few things today. I'm going to fold some laundry. I don't know about the putting away part, but later in the video, I want to, this is going to be a thing. I wanted to work on downstairs and clear that room, but this is part of the problem here too, because I've got a lot of donations that I washed from the shed. Got some new things on my mind tonight. Um, but the videos are to help me move forward from them and help you, get some stuff done while you're watching. Tonight it's laundry night. I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. You don't have to do laundry, but if you do something for up to 15 minutes, I'm here to cheer you on. I don't know how long I'm going to work at the laundry I have here. It's a fairly large pile and it's mixed in with a lot of stuff. This is my bedroom. I'm very fortunate to have my mom's beautiful bed. I also have an antique clock in here, an antique table, a little bit of clutter. You don't need to know it all. um, Anyway, I want to start making a routine so you know what to expect when you see my videos. Sometimes it'll just be me blah blah blah, and other times it'll be me blah 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 with doing stuff and asking you to join along and do things with me. If you have a pile of laundry, just go, one basket. Grab a basket and start folding laundry. If you can listen while you're, I don't know, cleaning the kitchen or scrubbing the sink or cleaning the toilet, have at her. If you just want to sit and listen and ask questions, make comments, please like and subscribe. It's really, really important now. I ask you to do this because I'm here, I'm giving people life experience and, how to eat this elephant we call life. Plus decluttering and organizing a situation I've got going on here. And I would really like to have some interaction, asking, talking about stuff that I did during the elephant. Um, Tonight was a hard night. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what's going on. My mom has Alzheimer's. She's 89 years old. She is in stage 7, and I've been pretty, comfy cool about this diagnosis up until today. I'm prepared for some stuff, and I was prepared for this, but today was the first time that she didn't know who I was. And, it's been consistent for most of my life. She knew who I was. But today she didn't even know my name. But the good thing was that she did recognize me as what she calls her Schutzengel in German, which means guardian angel. And to me, that means a lot. So if she still got that, we're good. It's not a terrible Christmas, but it's not going to be a fun one this year. This may be my mom's last Christmas. I'm hoping to notify the family before I post this video. The family in Austria. So everybody should know by that time. I'm going to do some laundry. I want you to do some stuff, but one of the things I want to talk about is we're going to do an affirmation. And I've been reflecting about the videos. I know I have to do better. I know I should could learn how to edit, or I can keep it just like this off the cuff. I have no script. I did give myself some pointers today so I don't go off track too much for too long. I'm going to set the Alexa timer shortly, but the affirmation for today is: every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. And I hope when I'm doing these videos, I do get better and better. the content that I, give you guys. Like I never know what I'm going to talk about other than these points today that I put on the board. Sometimes I'm just being me. Aren't I cute? I got makeup on today. I thought, hey, I better do a video before this makeup starts running all over the place. I did cry today, but it wouldn't after my mom, before leaving the home. But I've been doing a lot of learning lately, and at first I was at a really fast pace, almost running home in the rain, and it's not just a mist, it's not a heavy rain, and that, yes, that's Jaeger that you can hear crying at the door. I gotta leave him outside. I'd be standing for this video if this ring light I had a higher tripod, but I'll live and learn. Yeah, I was running home today, and I realized, okay, my emotions are all dysregulated. I want to bawl my eyes out. And I was, and I wanted to scream and all of these things, because this means that my mom is actually tumbling this whole evening. Means my mom is tumbling down the Alzheimer's staircase, is what I call it. It's She was diagnosed with 7A almost 2 years ago. It's a very slow process that she's going through with her Alzheimer's. Some people are, and I'll say this out loud, and if you were to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's, God forbid that you are, or if you know somebody who has early onset Alzheimer's or the quick developing type of Alzheimer's, it I wouldn't say early onset in a young life is a blessing, but early on, or the quick developing Alzheimer's or dementia is a blessing in a sense that they don't lose everything so slowly like my mom is. And it goes quick. I've been watching my mom for nearly 20 years, and it was very slow progression at first, but now it's very, very slow progression. She wasn't diagnosed until I think about 7 years ago, and at that time I'm thinking, like, what, 2 years? And the doctor said, no, you just kind of have to watch it and see how it goes. And here we are still. But today was a new development, and I'm seeing her change more rapidly now. And I love my mom. I love the gift. Alzheimer's did give us a gift. We had a very turbulent relationship most of my life. My parents were extreme hoarders, and there's a lot of facets involved with extreme hoarding and mental health issues. And my parents ticked a lot of boxes. However, Alzheimer's gave us the blessing of a very good and beautiful relationship for quite some time. And that was, one of the turns, and she did remember being a challenging personality to deal with undiagnosed PTSD, or undiagnosed and untreated PTSD, among other things. She was a child of the World War II. She was right in the middle of it in Austria. She doesn't have very good memories of her childhood, and there's a time where Alzheimer's will take them into that time and space again in their mind. It's a challenge that Alzheimer's brings on, because you want them to be happy and safe and comforted, and sometimes there's no comforting nightmares like that. My mom, when she was still clear, she said, there's no winners in war, there's only victims. And it's true. It's true. Anyway, Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I want everybody to know that and think that and work towards that with regards to this. I'm going to talk more about some stuff with regards to hoarding disorder and when you're clearing or any kind of major, sorry, I look, wow. I look like I should be going out clubbing tonight instead of doing laundry and videos. Okay, so we're 10 minutes in, 10:25. Pardon me. God, I don't know about this ring light. I look like a horror. Maybe it's the makeup. I don't know. Tip: always have a bottle of water. This kind of reusable. Don't waste. Don't do the plastic bottle stuff. Please don't. Just get a good filtration system for your sink, or get spring water or something. I always add a little bit of chlorophyll to my tap water. I have a filtration system and filtered tap water and chlorophyll for my water to help with keeping my body alkaline. And apparently teach me how to drink. Alexa, I'd put music on. One of the tips I would say too is put good music, upbeat music. I have to look like this horror show. I don't know why I can't adjust.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Of course you don't. You live a neat and tidy life. Okay. I can't get the ring light straight so I don't look like a freak show in the shadows. I'll sit on my bed and talk. It's not very comfy for me, but big pile. And I gotta sort through all the donations, or I got my little son's tie there. That's gonna be a donation. I have a ton of socks here. Some of them are matched, some of them aren't. It feels like the good old days when my kids were little and I had to match up all their socks by the garbage bag load. I don't know why I did that. I honest to God don't know. Especially since it became quite the fashion statement. Oh, Alexa, set the timer for 15 minutes, please.
15 minutes, starting now.
We can do some kind of cheer maybe every time we find a sock. I have also, like the socks are going to be going for donation. I have a refugee family in my life that just came to Canada from Nigeria. I'm trying to set aside some clothes for them to, their first winter in Canada. They thought it was cold in September and it was a heat wave. So I'm trying to gather as much warm clothing for them and for other refugees that are coming from Nigeria or hotter countries that need. The system isn't always perfect at first, and so you got to help where you can. And when you're dealing with a large quantity of declutter, even personal quantity, like small, normal quantity of decluttering, Raggedy Andy is a hand puppet, by the way. If you're dealing with just regular decluttering, refugees benefit quite a bit from our, warm winter clothing and stuff like that. This is Raggedy Andy, in case you're of a generation that isn't familiar with Raggedy Ann and Andy. I don't know if they were brother and sister or twins, or I don't know, fraternal twins maybe. I don't know what happened to Raggedy Andy or Ann. I did have her as well. She might have been thrown out when I had to clear out the elephant, and I know I did have to throw away a number of my toys. So we got Raggedy Andy here. Say hi, everybody. I could still do that. Cool. I do help refugees. I take a lot of the stuff that I'm decluttering with and sheets, blankets, bedding in general, or even stuffed animals that don't have the beans in them. They have the fiber fill. Those can go to animal shelters if they're not good enough for, I got one pant leg. If they're not, one zip off pant leg from a pair of convertible pants from one of my kids from years ago. I have no idea where the pants are. I don't know what to do with that. I don't think donation is the best idea, but I understand. There's some places where they take things like that, the odd items, donation places, and they sell the weight. Now, I don't know who does this or anything like that. I only support a couple of charities with regards to it because they've done things for me in the past. Salvation Army has been one of my main benefactors of everything that I've been donating, depending on what it is. And then there's Habitat for Humanity. You know, like if you have to do this fast and easy, do it fast and easy. If you are clearing, if you have to, but I want you to look through your options and, you know, are they in alignment with your beliefs? Is there somebody else that could benefit other than, you know, the junk collector guy? And there's lots of those. You know, sometimes some areas, all you have to do is put stuff to the curb if you're allowed. And you know, like a scrap metal in my area, I don't have to worry about the city being upset about it because I can put something to the curb that's made of metal and it will be gone probably within a few hours because we have a lot of scrap metal guy collectors here making money off of that. I also put a lot of, like if I find liquor bottles or beer bottles or wine bottles to the curb because there's, you know, people around that are cycling around with their bicycles and they do harvest those out of the garbage. On garbage day, they know to look, and I have no idea how I'm holding this. Jaeger, it's okay. They, Alexa, did I set that alarm? Alexa, how many minutes left on the alarm?
Your alarm has not been set.
Oh, no. Okay, so I've been talking for about 7 minutes. Alexa, set an alarm for 8 minutes.
8-minute alarm set for 9:22 p.m.
There we go. That makes about 15 minutes. Oh my God, see, another blooper. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I'm self-aware. Now, something like this, I would research to see if there's a market value for it because money is just as important as clothes when it comes to certain things. You know, I have to look out for myself and my mom's interests. She has a wheelchair I'm paying for. And I pay the difference in her care. So, because not everything covers it, so I've designed things in my world to accommodate those expenses. eBay reselling is one of them. If that's worth anything, I don't know. It looks like something that might be. Now, if you're starting out, like you're looking at an estate that's hoarded, and you're looking at it, or like if you have a situation that's similar to my own, or you know your parents have, you know, moved on to a nursing home or something like that, and you need to clear the property fast, depending on what the situation is, and the money's not there. One of the ways of doing it is if there's stuff that's salvageable, you cherry pick it and learn how to cherry pick the best items you can find. New in box is ideal, especially if it's not covered in dirt and dust. And maybe if it is dirt and dust, it might be that it's vintage or antique and very valuable on the open market. Chances are unlikely, though, that you're making anything significant. But every dollar adds up. And that's how I started to be able to afford paying for dumpsters and garbage bags. And this one, it's very stained shirt. It's gonna go to, we'll see. It won't be to the refugee family. These track pants I just sold, for people who need to know, I just sold a pair of track pants, Roots salt and pepper track pants, adults medium, for $28 or $24 or something like that. You tell me what $24 buys. Of course, eBay has their fees and all of that stuff, but you still net more than you would just tossing them. Now, this is a common George Walmart t-shirt. I would donate that to either the refugee family. The girls at the one family I met are all girls, and they have friends there that have 2 boys. So I'm trying to, 4 girls. Can you imagine 4 girls? Can you imagine flying from Nigeria as a refugee with 4 kids in tow? God bless them. My dad was a refugee. This will go to the refugee family. This will go to donation. That's mine. Got another sock. I got a little sock pile going on here. I don't try to match them up right away because they take too long to do. I can get more laundry folded than matching socks. Another George pair of track pants. They're size extra large. They're too big for those 2 boys and way too small for the dads. Time to have a hydration moment. Alexa, how many minutes left on the timer?
You have 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on your 15-minute timer.
Can you hear that? All right. 4 minutes. Oh, I did set the timer. Jeez. Okay, these are size 10 boys pajama pants. I'm going to see if I can try to match that up with possible pajama shirt in here so that they have a matching pair. I've got a little girl's butterflies bags. It's my daughter's. I have to ask her what she wants to do with it or what it belongs to in case it belongs to something that I can match it up with. I don't think so, but I don't think she'll want it on any count. I think she'd be happy to donate it to one of the 4 girls. But I got to make sure, to express that to her first. Gabriel, or my son, my youngest, I know I'm good. I can pretty much donate everything. He won't wear it or it's too small. Another pair of George pants, extra large. Those will go for donation. Now, I wash everything that goes to donation before I donate it, wherever the direction is. I don't want them to have anything that may be stored and smell still. I've got a balaclava here. This one will go to the Nigerian boys. And unless my son, I don't know, it might fit him still. He lives in the north, so something like this might come in handy for him. So I have to ask him. It's not often I come across something that I think he might want or need. Now I've got another little t-shirt here. No big deal. I've got a big pile. I shouldn't be talking about all the clothes. There's my glasses. Old Navy, small. That will fit one of the girls. So, again, whose was it? Oh, good, it was a generic stocking. That one's too destroyed. Christmas stocking. I literally washed a couple 100 pounds this week. It felt like the good old days. When I was working on the elephant, I would go through everything and wash most of, like, my weeks would consist of doing my children's laundry, my own laundry, their grandmother's laundry. I just realized I might, copyright infringe something, but it was a good song. Uh, nice warm hat for the girls. Sock. There you go. Sock. And let's have a water. Taking care of your health during clearing of a property is really freaking important. You need your physical health, you need your mental health. If you're going through this process, I highly recommend some form of counseling and definitely some kind of self-care routine. Working with the elephant, if you look at the videos, I wasn't taking care of myself, and it was really clear, especially later on in the final years. And if you look at the pictures and how much it did its task on took its toll on me. I'm very fortunate now. I'm not going to ever say that I have I've already what wants to come out? I've already talked about in my previous video how I am a trauma survivor. I have dealt with depression. I do deal with depression. Excuse me. Um, I am a child of hoarders, extreme hoarders. Uh, my parents were both survivors of World War II. I gotta keep folding. They were survivors of World War II. You can keep folding or doing whatever you're doing, but the 15-minute timer is up and we're at 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I don't want to go much longer, but I do want to talk about how my generation was raised by people of war. Um, my mom was front row center. Both my parents were front row center, more than one than the other. My father was a refugee, and that's one of the reasons why I do make an effort with refugees and supplying the things. I've always had it, like things from the elephant. My directive was if a refugee or an immigrant came up, new immigrant came to one of my sales or something like that, I'd make it a lot easier on them and be generous as much as I can be, uh, within reason, of course. But like tea towels and this is a pillowcase. Right now, they don't need it. These things aren't necessary for them. But there will be a day where I might come across another estate, and I'll talk to the people and help them out, and maybe be able to get some nice things from the estate, because they're just basically donations anyway. Um, so if a family, if I'm working in that direction, and if you are come across a family who is needing a helping hand, I highly recommend you know sponsoring them with some of your stuff. It makes a big difference. It really does. I'm so blessed to know these people and see their bravery and taking, they're watching their learning curve and trying to help them shorten that learning curve a bit. There's things that I just don't know, like Toronto transit system. My parents never allowed me to take public transit. So I never really learned it well until a few years ago. I learned some of the public transit uh, and how to go about it a bit, but yeah. Um, Life. Let's see, there's something else. Oh yeah, I want to do a card before I say goodbye to you for the night. It's 33 minutes almost now. I'm gonna pull another goddess card just to see what's up. I thought the other one was pretty intriguing. Another important tip. Oh yeah, make sure, yesterday I was talking about sensitive documents, and when you are shredding or disposing of them, make sure they're not documents that are younger than 7 years old, for like receipts and bills and, well, the bills maybe. Um, uh, for income taxes and stuff like that, because if you ever needed to pull up some information from the last 7 years, uh, the papers are necessary, so keep those aside. You won't have any other answers any other way, or easy to get, or things get delayed because you don't have them on hand. Uh, that's a whole other story from the elephant. Yeah, 8 decades of paperwork, having to go through that. I'll talk about that another time, but it was important that I corrected myself or made myself clear with regards to the paperwork. When you are clearing clutter, make sure that you have all the important information at hand. You really don't know when you're going to need it. Yeah. So, goddess card. We're going to do a goddess card, and then I'm going to say goodnight for the night. Thank you for joining me. This one kind of stuck itself out. Aphrodite! Woo! I hear she's a hot one. But let's read the card. I don't know these cards. I've only flipped through them a couple of times. I've had them for a few years. I was going through stuff and like stuff, unpacking boxes and things like that. And I came across the cards and I'm like, okay. And then I found a few more and I'm like, ooh, I have more than I ever thought I did. But anyway, some of them were still unwrapped. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Didn't I say earlier at some point, make sure to have a good self-care routine? It can be something as simple as just having a bath or a shower and just creating some kind of routine. Now, I'm going to read the book because the book intrigues me. It has interesting things to say. So Aphrodite, inner goddess, awaken the goddess within awaken the goddess within you, though through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. I wish I could tell you everything. But anyway. Dancing is really good, especially if you're folding laundry. I can't do it in this situation because the light won't go up and this is too low for me to be bending over. But dancing while, folding laundry, great exercise, great mood lifter. I did a lot of dancing in the last 10 years with regards to the elephant. Whenever I was clearing, I'd get the tunes going and start, flicking through nuts and bolts and screws and jars and all sorts, and sing. If the air is clear, sing. If you get to go outside, take breaks, go outside, sing outside. Who gives a what? If they're listening, and if I don't care. I have learned not to be self-conscious about my singing anymore, and I used to be horribly off-key. I did take the time to learn how to, I needed some kind of therapy, and singing lessons actually worked better for me than my therapy, my counseling therapy. I would walk out of counseling therapy and still feeling heavy and emotional, and when I went into singing lessons, I got to breathe a lot, and I learned how to breathe, and I learned how to sing so freaking loud. It was better than screaming everything out. It was better to sing it out than it was to scream and cry it out. So after a while, and I don't recommend this for everybody, after a while, I actually stopped going to my counseling because the singing classes made me feel that much better. And I didn't have time for both, and I had to figure out which one is which one, and I had already had a ton of counseling before I made this move. A ton. And I can testify that, yeah, counseling is the way to go. I really do promote people to go to counseling and therapy because you need some direction. Even if you don't think you need it, you need it. You probably need it more. But anyway, Aphrodite, let's see what's going on here because we only got a couple more minutes and you guys want to split probably. I really appreciate you hanging out for this long. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, give me a question, whatever. But please subscribe at this time. It will really help with a lot of things, and I really do want to spend this time with you doing this kind of work, sharing my experiences, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, what worked for others. And I also want to share some words of wisdom. Of course, they're not going to be my own because I'm still learning. But anyway, message from Aphrodite. Allow your inner feminine wisdom and dynamic beauty to rise to the surface. Cherish its power and meaningfulness. No matter whether your physical body is male or female, you have an inner femininity that nurtures you and guides you with its intuitive principles. Now is the time to become aware of, take excellent care of, and celebrate your magnificence. Various meanings of this card. Balance your male energy with more female energy. Take steps to heal your sexuality. Enjoy being feminine. Dance more often. Dance lots. Be receptive, even if you just a little bit, you know? Be receptive in relationships. Allow your softer side to come forward. Don't hide your femininity. Dress in a more feminine way, for example. You know, I hear animal print. I don't know, I just threw it on. It's comfortable and warm. About Aphrodite. Pronounced Aphrodite. Sorry, I had to read it. Aphrodite is the Greek goddess of passion and love who's associated with the planet Venus. Aphrodite's name means foam-born, really. As legends, I did not know that. Foam-born, as in foam mattress, as in shaving foam. Foam-born. There's a handle and a half. That just took a lot of... Aphrodite. Well, let's just focus on Aphrodite. Thus, Aphrodite... Oops, sorry. Oh boy, it's going to get better in a second. As legend says that she sprang from her father Uranus's castrated genitals, which were cast into the ocean. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the book. This poor soul. Aphrodite helps women feel comfortable with their bodies and sexuality. She helps both genders to experience more passion in their relationships and to become more balanced as far as individual male-female energy is concerned. I just went grade 5. Okay, I grade 5 as in, you know, public school level mentality there. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to get this laundry done tonight, so I'm going to organize some of it, put it away. I hope you guys all have a great night. I hope you found that almost as funny, if not funnier, than what... Oh my. What are we in for with these? I'm going to have to change cards tomorrow, or if I do this tomorrow. But yeah, y'all have yourselves a good night. Remember Aphrodite. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, comment, question. I hope you're getting something from this. We're sitting in my bedroom, folding laundry. I think it's Saturday night. I know it's December 23rd. Thank you for keeping me company. I love you.